Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about a topic that I love. If you guys know me, I am the biggest believer in acting as if and manifesting yourself into the version that you want to become and reinventing yourself. And the reason why I'm obsessed with all this stuff is because 6 years ago when I started my entrepreneurship journey, I was not the person that you see today. Not only was I not the person, but I did not hit any of the goals I've hit today. I was living a completely different lifestyle. I literally went from being an employee, hating my life, being broke, being miserable, not having confidence, having nothing going for myself, just literally living this exact same life on repeat that I never liked, to being in my 20s, living my dream life, hitting these goals that I thought were once just dreams, becoming my best self. And I just completely reinvented myself and my life in all of my 20s. That came from exactly what we're going to be talking about today. All these things can be explained as becoming your alter ego. There's many different versions and definitions of alter ego, but the way I just explained it is the exact way that I look at it. What that looks like is you having this vision of the person that you want to become, the goals they hit, the life they live, the things they've achieved, like pretty much your literal dream self, okay? The one that does not yet exist. It is a completely different person. It is literally 2.0 of you, okay? That person does not exist. You have not yet met them. But understanding everything about an alter ego is how you become that version of yourself, how you get to meet that other version of yourself. Creating that version of yourself that doesn't yet exist, which is what we all want. So we are going to be talking about why having an alter ego, discovering your alter ego, crafting her identity, bringing her to life, integrating her qualities into your life. Now this is exciting. I literally just explained to you guys that the version of myself was once an alter ego in my mind 5 years ago. I didn't even know this version of me existed. And it was so exciting and so exhilarating knowing that I'm gonna meet that version. I'm gonna be her. I'm gonna live that way. I'm gonna live that lifestyle. I'm gonna have those outcomes. That was so exciting for me because that literally means you're becoming your dream self. You're entering your dream life. Even now, I'm so excited because there's another alter ego of myself that doesn't yet exist. I've reached certain heights, I've reached certain milestones, I've become a certain person, and I'm so excited because there's a whole other version of myself that has achieved even more things that I can't even fathom right now. And that girl doesn't even exist yet. I haven't even met her yet. So even me, I'm gonna take all these steps that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys right now to become the next version of myself and then the next version of myself. And this is the beautiful thing about really understanding what we're talking about. That girl that you are dreaming to be like, that lifestyle that you're wishing to have, that version of yourself that you fantasize about, we can become her. We can meet her. It's just understanding who she is, the traits she possesses, what does she do, how are we going to become her? And when you understand this concept, it's so exciting to become your best self. It's so exciting to work on yourself. It's so exciting to do the personal development because you know every single thing that you do, all this work that you're putting in is you becoming her. Okay, so why an alter ego, which I'm pretty sure I just explained. It offers you this exciting, motivating, creative pathway that allows you to dream big, that allows you to explore the endless possibilities and qualities that you admire, that you dream of, that you have yet to live out yourself. And it pushes you to do more. It pushes you to take action. It pushes you to overcome fear and expand your sense of self. This is where the talk of, I wish I can be like her. I wish I can have that. I wish I can have that confidence. I wish I can have that skill. I wish I can have that energy. I wish I can have her aura. Understanding that these are all limitations that you think just because this version of yourself doesn't have that, you can't be. But having an alter ego is what pushes past all those limitations and forms that deeper connection with that potential. It exists. So having an alter ego is so healthy. It's so important. It's so powerful. How to discover your alter ego. Because we know that having that can really be a source to fuel you, to push you, to inspire you, to become more, to do more, to become that next level version of yourself. But you might be saying to yourself, I don't yet know exactly what my alter ego is. I can say I have this dream life in mind, but I don't know the exact qualities that maybe my alter ego has and the things that I should possess. Let me help you figure out how to figure all that out. Reflect on your aspirations. Think right now of, a lot of us have like these people that we're so inspired by. Like back in the day, I would see these girls that were their own boss, working for themselves, living their dream lives, traveling and having confidence and being a person of value and being a person of inspiration. And I was so inspired by these women. I'm like, I am none of that, but I want to be one day. So looking at the qualities that I found admirable in these women, so that you find admirable in these people that you look up to, that you're inspired by, those traits where you're like, I wish that was me. Wow, I love that about that person. I am so inspired by that. Ask yourself, which of these qualities I created within myself could significantly push me towards my goals? Imagine the person that you want to become and start embodying the traits and the characteristics that that person has. I saw these women that were so confident in themselves and that, they could achieve anything they set their mind to, that anything was possible. And I used to come from a very scarcity mindset, okay? Definitely the opposite of an abundance mindset. And these were the traits that, especially coming from someone who reflected the complete opposite of all of them, was like, that must be why they are where they are today. That must be why their confidence is so bold, is so big, and just then why they're achieving all this and becoming all that. I know that mind work is what I gotta work on. I know that in order for me to have confidence, I gotta work on personal development. Figuring out what all these things are, figuring out all the qualities, all the traits that version of yourself, that dream version of yourself has, and how can I start adopting them now? And it is okay if these qualities do not exist right now, because again, that person doesn't even exist right now. We are becoming that person. I cannot make this up. This person that is speaking, me, hello, me, talking right now, guys, this version of myself, if you were to ask the people that knew me personally, friends and family, 6 years ago, this version did not exist. People literally had to re-meet me, okay? People had to get to know me all over again that didn't speak to me for years, because I did a complete 180. Why? Because Christina version 1 entered Christina version 2, entered in her alter ego years back. If people do not need to meet me all over again in another year, then I haven't done a good job at growing. Also, within discovering your alter ego is identifying challenges. Consider like what obstacles might stand in your way of certain things. Like maybe for you, limiting beliefs, right? I kind of just said that I had a scarcity mindset. So maybe for you, limiting beliefs are a huge thing that are holding you back. And limiting beliefs can project onto so many different things, what will completely hold you back. So, working on your limiting beliefs is something that you really got to work on. Like I said, for me, that was one of the things, besides all the skills and all the ways that I want to start learning how to make money in a business and all the physical things that I knew I had to learn. I knew before I stepped into shooting for any goal, achieving anything, creating any dream life, I had to work on the one thing that was going to project negativity onto all the other things, which was my limiting beliefs. Also, an alter ego can be designed to actually navigate these things with ease, with confidence. Like now I have adopted this mindset of anything that doesn't work out is literally working out for me. Like nothing's happening to me, everything's happening for me. Whenever I have a setback, whenever I have a challenge, whenever I have a hard time, I'm like, oh wow, like there was something that was meant otherwise for me. Rejection is always redirection. Like I have this entire mindset which keeps me positive, which keeps me in a good headspace. And I knew that I wanted my alter ego to possess these things, because back in the day I was so negative. When one thing was bad, I let it lead to another, and I would do so much complaining. And we know that whatever we put out there, whatever energy we're putting out there, we're attracting more into it. So I'm like, why is everything bad happening to me? Nothing ever good works out for me. And if something bad happened, I would dwell on it and I would keep talking about it, and naturally I was attracting all this negativity, and it was a constant cycle. So I would always say to myself, I don't want this to be a thing, even though it is a thing, because this is who I am right now. But the alter ego of me will not speak like this, will not talk like this. She's not gonna think like this. So naturally, knowing that is when I started showing up as that person. And now I quite literally, I'm not trying anymore. I'm not acting anymore. I wholeheartedly believe these things. The third thing, which is getting exciting, is crafting her identity. Name her. Choose a name for your alter ego. Yes. create a name for her. Something that resonates with the energy and with the aura, essence of this new persona of this woman. Define her traits. We kind of just talked about this. Discovering your alter ego was more so seeing the people that you look up to, like trying to figure out what that alter ego is if you didn't know who she was, because a lot of the times we don't know who she is, so we get ideas so we can start to understand this. But now is where we're actually crafting her identity. We're actually writing down the traits she possesses. Is she bold? Is she creative? She talk to everybody when she walks in a room, because that is just how confident she is. Does she dress a certain way? Does she have certain boundaries? Outline all the characteristics that define her. Actually visualizing her and what she looks like helps solidify her exact presence in your mind. Okay, next, after we crafted her identity, we're bringing her to life. Yes, starting today, we are going to start making that girl come to life. So start thinking right now, what are moments that I can specifically start practicing these traits? Identifying this alter ego can be beneficial. And start small, by the way. Like, you cannot expect to become a whole new person overnight. It's gonna come from these daily things that you're doing in your day-to-day routines. Maybe one of those things, like I said, is she is bold. When she walks in the room, people know she's there because she talks to anybody. Her energy is there. Maybe the next time you attend an event, even though you're an introvert and you're really shy, just alter ego, what would she do? What would she do? Walk up to the first person that you see, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Christina, nice to meet you. It's gonna feel scary, but that little action right there is an action towards becoming that main trait that you want to have. I love the saying, act as if. This is literally what we start doing now. Step into her shoes in certain moments. Like I said, if it's uncomfortable, if it feels scary, just start acting as if. I swear half of the time, the things that you are afraid of in your mind, if you are terrified of public speaking and you just start, and someone asks you to speak in front of a group of people, if you just start speaking, the minute you say, I'm actually so nervous to be public speaking, people start viewing it as, oh, she looks nervous, because you said it, because you put it out there. But if you never said anything, no one would have known you were nervous. This is literally experience with myself, because I do so much public speaking now. I'm on the biggest stages ever. But when I first started public speaking, even in a room in front of 20 people, the minute I would say, I'm really nervous right now, guys, right away, people around me were like, wow, you did not look nervous. I didn't even notice that until you pointed that out. Start acting as if. Start acting as if you already possess these qualities, these traits that she has. Confidence of her capabilities every single day in these day-to-day things. And the last thing we're going to be doing is gradually integrating her quality into your life. It's so important to understand that, like I said, you're not going to become this person overnight. I look back and I'm like, wow, over these past 2-3 years, I became a whole new version of myself. I didn't become that version overnight. You want to slowly start merging the qualities of you and your alter ego together, which will enhance your traits, enhance your personality, enhance your capabilities over time. That's why I always talk about personal development, because when you're naturally just working on becoming and working towards that best version of yourself every single day, you will eventually become a whole new version of yourself. Celebrate this growth along the way. Celebrate when you go to that event and you speak to one person. Be proud of yourself for doing that, because it's something that the past version of you wouldn't do. These small little moments are the most significant, because it's those little actions that are resulting in the big transformation that one day happens. So just be proud of yourself for stepping out of your comfort zone. Embrace personal development. I promise you, your alter ego is not just this imagination, this dream. She exists, you just haven't met her yet. And no, you are not just pretending to be someone else. You're discovering the most powerful, the most fearful, the most ambitious, the most confident depths of all of your potential that you just haven't yet met. That is exciting. This is my view on an alter ego, because I know views on alter egos and the actual definition of an alter ego is different in some eyes, but when I think of alter ego, this is my interpretation of it, because like I said, I have always been a firm believer in becoming her, becoming a new version of yourself. When you look at it through this lens, I think you guys can see how powerful using it in this way can be to your advantage. With that being said, I hope you guys all start becoming her. I hope you guys all are ready to meet her, and you start working towards getting closer to meeting her every single day from this point forward. Go through these steps, go through these categories, write down these things, visualize this girl, and become her. Go meet her. Guys, like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm active on there every single day. I'm posting on there every day. I'm responding to all my messages. I still need you guys that message me on there. So if you ever want to chat, if you have questions for me, send me them on Instagram. I'll link it down below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video.